soaps. My name is Katie. This is my daughter Lily, who you have been requesting to see. Lily, are you so happy today? Are you so happy today? It is Saturday, and next Thursday is my birthday, July 26th. And so for this year's birthday celebration-ish, we are doing 6 days in a row of soap making. That means there's gonna be a video Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So these 2 weekend videos, today's video and tomorrow's video, both kind of go together. And today we are making hamburger soap. I have had this idea in my mind for so long, and I kept putting it off because it required a special mold to use for the top, and I was just like, oh, it's gonna be so much work. But I thought, because it's birthday week, because we're doing lots of fun soaps, this would be the perfect time to do it. Oh, she's really wiggly. I did see. Yay! If you aren't following me on Instagram, I have 2, one for royalty soaps and one for personal stuff, which means lots of pictures of her. Follow me over there if you feel like it, and if not, that's cool too. And without further ado, let's get started. We are going to begin by blending our lye water solution into our oils, and everything is at room temperature, which for me is about 78 degrees right now. I'm now going to blend on low until the lye water and the oils bind a little bit. We're gonna get just past emulsification. Now that that's done, I can scrape down my stick blender, and I'm gonna use these 2 containers to help me judge and pour off the layers. So for the first layer, we're going to do the bun. So it's going to be a little thicker than all the other layers. And then I'm going to color one a little darker than the other. It's a long story, but essentially the 2 tops that I made, the top buns, are slightly different colors. So I'm going to have to match the bottom buns to the top ones. We're gonna add a little bit of titanium dioxide to both of them, because we don't want the buns to be like honey colored. And every time I say that, I want to giggle like a 14-year-old boy. We got some lighter buns, we got some darker buns. We don't care, we love buns of all different colors. The fragrance oil I am using today is Yummy Gummy from Nature's Garden, and boy does it smell like gummy bears. It's delightful. And now that our fragrance oil has been mixed in, it's time to pour the bun part into our molds. Here's a fun game. Eat some Skittles every time I say buns in this video. You're gonna be really hyper by the end of it. I'm gonna scrapey my container. We don't want any more of this color. Once it goes in, we're done with it. All right, so we have poured our bun color. So now I'm gonna wait for these to thicken up a little bit because they're pretty soupy, and the next layer, I don't want it to like completely like mess it up. So we just gonna wait a sec. The bun section has set up a little bit more, so now it is time to do the patty section. This is Mocha Brown Mica from Nurture Soap, so I'm gonna blend it up real quick with the fragrance oil. All right, so we're just gonna pour the brown soap on top. And by the way, I looked up so many pictures about what order hamburgers are supposed to be made in so that I got this exactly right. And the general consensus seemed to be bun and then hamburger patty and then cheese. So that is why I am doing it in this order. Cool, the patty is in, cheese time. I essentially did kind of an orangey, sort of yellowy cheese because I want this to look like cheddar and not American. This one's a little more yellow. What can I say? Some of these I was just mixing up differently, and some of them I don't know. I'm sort of experimenting with some colors for this soap. It's all gonna look like a hamburger, but it's gonna be different varieties. Maybe one will be like more like a fast food hamburger and one will be more like a gourmet. Spread it around like that gourmet goodness it is. I also tried to mix a teeny tiny bit of brown in there for a little more realistic because melty cheese always gets bits of hamburger in it. Now we're gonna put the tomato layer in. So my goal is to keep it in the middle, like put essentially what would look like a big juicy tomato slice right in the middle. So I'm not gonna take that out to the edges. I'm gonna try to let it set up there. And hopefully between now when I'm pouring it and when I go and mix up the lettucey part, it will be hard enough to withstand the weight of the final layer. Gonna put a little more in the spots that look sad. So I got the big fat beefy tomatoes on there. By the way, this is colored with really red mica. And then in here, I have the mix of two greens. I have green vibrance and I also have new leaf green. Gonna give those quick swirl in there. And this is going to represent the lettuce. So I'm going to pour it very gently over our tomato, which has set up. Hooray! So I can basically pour it straight in there without any fear of the design being messed up. And I did two greens because I thought that had a better, you know, I just thought it was a better depiction of lettuce. Gonna come over here, do the same for this side. Just kind of pour it in. Then for this layer, I am gonna kind of gently pat it down. So I saved a little bit of the red because I thought it'd be funny to, you know, maybe put a little bit of ketchup. Only a few of the bars will probably have it. And then I am gonna smear it a little bit because ketchup is never in perfect clean lines by the time it actually gets on your hamburger. Do the same this way. Just kind of smear it around in there. Cool beans. Now it is time to add the top. So this is sort of a half circle mold. I got it from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It is exactly 17 inches long, which is the exact inside dimensions of my silicone liners. So that's pretty cool, but it's a little bit too wide. So I went ahead and took a potato peeler, sort of cleaned down those edges. That way it would fit. I am praying that this works. Okay. Looks like it's actually connecting and supporting the weight. Okay, gonna press it down in there, make sure it really grabs a hold. Gonna come over to the second one here. Sit down on one end, then on the other. I am squishing just a teeny tiny bit just to make sure that this actually connects. And now for the final touch, I have mixed up a little bit of pearl white mica with rubbing alcohol. And I am just going to paint on little seeds. I mean, is it really a hamburger without the little seeds on top? I'm just gonna kind of make random gloppy shapes. And I love that even though this has kind of like a higher top on it, because it's made with cold process, I'm actually gonna be able to cut this with my multi-bar cutter, her name is Evangeline, tomorrow, instead of doing it one at a time. Like, that makes me so happy because I don't necessarily mind doing it one at a time, but if I'm trying to hurry, it really does take a lot of time. I'm so happy because I've never actually seen this done before. And I just want you guys to know that if you want to make a hamburger soap, just like mine with this half dome mold on top, you be my guest. I do not own this design, this technique. It's not exclusively to me, none of that. You guys are more than welcome to do this for yourself. In fact, tag me. I would love to see your creations. Okay, there's one hamburger done, so now I'm gonna paint this one and then I'll bring you guys in for a close-up of, well, what is kind of an ugly top. Well guys, this is what it looks like up close. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am nervous about this design. I'm super nervous that it's not gonna stick, that it's gonna be too thick on certain sides. Oh man, it's gonna be a nerve-wracking 18 to 24 hours before we come back and cut up the hamburger soap. After this quick commercial break. We are back the next day to cut the hamburger soap. I am so nervous. I hope this looks the way I want it to. So I'm gonna line it up here with my multi-bar cutter. Looks perfect. Okay, I'm gonna press down gently. All right, let's pull it out. The moment of truth. Oops, I just got that little bit off. Well, good, because I was gonna have to, let me just break those off right now. Okay, now, ta-da! Oh my gosh. It looks so good. And this is even on the oh, I'm so thrilled. So you got the little tomato, you got the lettuce, you got the cheese, the hamburger, and the buns. Yeah. And look how nice the lettuce looks, all swirly. And like the cheese is just the perfect thickness. Everything is just right. It smells amazing. It smells exactly like gummy bears. And if you guys like this soap today, you have to make sure that you watch tomorrow's video, because tomorrow's video accompanies this one. I'm so thrilled that the top actually stuck to the bottom too. Like, it stayed on really well and it doesn't feel like it's going to move or slide off or anything. Like, it's pretty bonded onto there. Caleb, would you like to ask us the question of the day?
Sure.
Great.
Would you rather eat a box of uncooked spaghetti or 2 cups of uncooked rice?
Ooh, gosh. First of all, so many questions. Is the box of uncooked spaghetti angel hair, like pasta spaghetti? Because those are thinner.
I'll let you choose.
Okay, I think I'd probably pick the box of uncooked spaghetti, because then you could eat it at like one little thing at a time and just kind of chew on it. I actually used to do that as a kid, just FYI. I'd ask my mom, I'd be like, can I have a spaghetti straw? Is what we called them whenever they were not cooked. So I'd probably do that, because that's a lot of uncooked rice, and yeah. So which one would you pick, Caleb?
I'd probably pick spaghetti, because I think I was supposed to say 1 cup of rice and not 2.
If you would like to vote on the question of the day, you can click the I in the upper right hand corner of the screen and let us know, would you rather eat an entire box of uncooked spaghetti or 2 cups of uncooked rice? Okay, but can we even with the hamburger soap? Yes! And once again, if you guys would like to make this soap, feel free to use that mold, make your own hamburger soap, make a cheeseburger soap, make a vegan veggie burger soap. I don't care. You are totally allowed to use that idea. I'm not staking any claim on it. I had so much fun, and if you really like the theme of like the hamburger, fast food, whatever, you're not gonna want to miss tomorrow's video. I will see you all then. This soap will be available for the August release, so that's August 6th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And until tomorrow, you guys have a happy Saturday, and bye for now. Can you say bye? Say bye, 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 bye. Yeah.